and then you get to where you need to get. But so many times, so like touch on that. Like, how was it when y'all was down to like the last, but then y'all just believed in each other, like, okay, we'll figure this out. Like,
We've
how was
been
that?
there before. When we first
I
moved to
know.
Germany. When we first moved to Germany, Dad can say you want to weigh in on this. We first moved to Germany. I mean, we didn't have you. You were the only one in the house had a bed.
Had a bad, I know. Yeah.
I mean, me and Faye had slept on the sofa, and Trey had, I don't know what you even call that. He was sleeping in because he was still a baby and trying to buy. And I didn't have a job right then because you know it was hard getting one overseas at the time. All I had to fall back was on my military stuff. And I remember we were down to our last dime. I mean, a dime. Didn't know how we were going to make it the next morning or whatever. And I looked at him and I said, you know what? I said, I got to trust God that he's going to work this out for me. I said, because he know our situation and he's going to have our back. And he said, believe in him. And he won't give us no more than we could bear. And so the next day came, woke up, cooked what we had in the house, and he went to the mailbox because the mailbox was actually on base. And he went to the mailbox and he came straight home on his lunch break. And he said, look at this. And we opened it up. And I don't know, it was what, $4,000 or $5,000 check? $4,000 or $5,000 check. And I just went around the house. Thank you, Jesus. Boy, we went straight to the bank. But it wasn't that nobody sent it to. It was because when I left my job in Georgia, it was what I had built up. And it was just perfect timing that it came the very next day. And stuff was so cheap back then. We went out, got you a crib, we got you a better bed, we got us a bed. It just worked. And then I finally got my paperwork in and I started working on base, but we struggled. But we didn't give up. We didn't give up on each other. You know, he never threw up in my face, well, maybe if you was bringing in some money, you know, and stuff like that. We just had to believe and trust one another, and we did.
And see, so, and that's what I wanted to point out to y'all too, because I know a lot of times y'all think we don't look to y'all for inspiration and that. Nah, like, cause I remember me and Anna was like that. Cause Trey remember on Bracken and stuff. I like, man, me and Anna was broke. I mean, broke. I thought we couldn't get no broker than what we were. I was just like, yo. I was like, yo, like we is down in the dump. But then, like, over time, I always pull my inspiration from y'all because I remember, because y'all tell me that story all the time, how I was the only one with a bet. But then I look at where y'all at now, I'm just like, yo, there is light at it. Like, you just got to keep building and grinding and doing your thing. And then, like, sometimes you just got to think outside of the box too. Like, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.